Everyone, Tracy here with Paper Closet Designs. In today's video, I am so excited to share with you some new files that I have designed. These are for St. Patrick's Day, and I think they are going to be a lot of fun. So they are little pyramid boxes featuring gnomes. This one has the shamrocks on it, and if you flip it over, each one of them has a little printable. This one says shake your shamrock, and then you can open the bottom and fill it with candy or treats or a small gift and share them with somebody special. I think that these are going to be a huge hit and people are really going to love them. So all of these can be found either at my Scrap Chick or the Silhouette store or on my Etsy shop, and they go together really quickly. I'm not going to show you how to assemble this one because it is the same exact way, but I will show you these other two. If you purchase this from Etsy or My Scrap Chick, you will have two options. You'll have the option with perforation lines or score lines. If you get it at the Silhouette store, you will only have the perforation lines. But in this video, I'm going to show you both of them. So let's go ahead and get started. We will start with the gnome that's holding the flowers, and his little card says, you brighten my day. Now this one does have some tiny pieces. Your machine will still cut them out. I didn't have any problem cutting them out, but we're going to go ahead and glue those little centers to our flowers first before we lose those little pieces. So you'll have, oh, I got it stuck in my nail. You'll have 3 of these little tiny dots that go on the flowers. So I'm just going to take my glue and put a little dot in the center of each flower. So that those will be ready to go when we start layering everything. Now, if you do not want to do these little tiny dots, because they are kind of small, you could add like some epoxy dots, or you could even color them in with a marker. Whatever you want to do works great. Okay, so we've got those 3. I'm going to set them aside. With this file, you'll also have the hat. You will have your printable, You Brighten My Day, the flower stem, the feet, the nose and 2 hands, his beard, and the box. Now, in the past, when I have assembled boxes, I've told you to layer everything and then assemble the box. With these, because the pieces are so small and where the score lines fold, we are going to assemble the box first and then glue the pieces on. So here's my box, and this one I've done with the score lines, and we're just going to take everything and fold it down or away from us. So this square has a tab on the end and a score line there, and then the 2 tabs on the side. And these, all of them have a little thumb hole. I know on the Shamrock it doesn't show it, but I did go back and add that through. Then we have a tab here that we're going to fold down. And if you have a bone folder, I should have grabbed mine and I didn't, or even the scraper tool that goes to your machine. If you want to use that to get those edges really firm and crisp, that would be a good idea. So I'm just turning everything away from me or down towards the desk and then folding it really well. Make sure that you get your point up here at the top. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to put tape on this side of my tab on the top. You could also do glue if you wanted to. Tape works really well. You do want to make sure that you get it on both edges, that the tape or the glue runs right to both edges, or it's not gonna fold exactly right. Okay, then we're just gonna fold this over and match those two edges, or match the edge with that score line. We want it right up to the score line without overlapping it. And if you need to fold it down flat to get a good adhesion, then all you're going to do is fold those tabs in and your box lid. And it fits kind of tight. It's supposed to, so that it'll hold whatever you're keeping in there. So now it's ready to go. I would fill it first. If you're going to put something that's fairly heavy in there, it might not hurt to put just a little piece of tape to hold that in there until you give it to whomever you're going to give it to. It's pretty tight, but if you've got something heavy in there, I would add that tape. So while we're on the back, let's just go ahead and add our little saying. So I'm just going to add some glue. You want to make sure that you get glue right in those points so that they don't pop up. And then I'm just going to layer this right above where the thumbnail is, the thumb hole. Smooth it down. And there's our little saying on the back. And I have a video, not with these cards, but with some other cards, that explains how to use this as a print and cut in both Cricut and Silhouette, and also how to delete it if you don't want to use that saying, or change the saying. So that's in a different video, but it's really easy to do. Okay, now we're going to decorate the front of this, and I found it easiest to decorate from the bottom and work my way up. So I'm going to start with the feet and put some glue on there. And then we're going to add the glue right to the feet right to the bottom. And it should go all the way across. Next up is his beard. And all you're going to do is place that beard so that the point of the beard is lined up between the 2 feet and maybe 1/4 of an inch high, or between them. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then we're going to take our hat, and it does have the shamrocks cut out of it. So whatever color your box is, it's going to show your shamrocks. That's why I did this one in a green box. So put some glue on it, and we want to just cover the beard and at the top, and then make sure that that goes to the point of the box. If you put it down too low, your beard's going to show through your cutouts, but that works really good. Okay, next up is his nose. And it just goes kind of, so it's over the hat a little bit and over the beard, right like that. And then on this one, we're going to add the flowers next, and he's going to hold the flowers. So you can decide if you want them on the right, the left, if you want them really hanging off the box. I'm going to kind of put them on the left-hand side over here, and I'm going to put them so they're not hanging too far off the box. They are going to a little bit. Before I glue the flowers on, next I want to glue his hands on. And the hands have a straight edge, and that goes along the edge of the box. You can also move it in so it looks like he really is holding the flowers. Which in fact I turned those too much, so I'm going to pull this off. Nope, I'm not, because it's, but I would have put this turned a little bit more so it's underneath his hand. Okay, now let's go ahead and glue the flowers on. Still got glue on my finger. And there is our little gnome box holding the flowers. You brighten my day with the thumb hole to pull your candy out. Okay, the last one is our lucky gnome. And so it has a little saying that says, "Lucky and I gnome it." We have another flower. This one's kind of a pinwheel flower. The nose and the hands. The lucky shoe or horseshoe, and it's actually two parts. Again, his hat with some shamrocks cut out on the bottom, his beard, and his shoes again. So this one has the perforation lines, and we're going to do the same thing. I've actually already scored it, because you're just going to fold everything down away from you. Make sure that you've got a good score line on those. Flip it over, and let's go ahead and put tape on that one side. Again, making sure that it goes all the way to the edge on both the top and the bottom, and then fold it over. And I made that tab so it's pretty thick, depending on what you put in here. But it's also cut down at an angle so that it keeps the shape of the box. I will tell you, a lot of times I prefer the score lines, but on these triangle boxes, I really did like the perforation lines just a hair better. Totally up to you. So there's our box. We're just going to fold the tabs in and close it up. And again, if you're putting something heavy in there, I'd tape it just to keep it closed. Okay, let's go ahead and add our, oh, I didn't get glue all the way on that tab and it's pulling open. Okay, let's put glue on the back of our printable. These boxes would be fun to be cut out of some printed paper too. Just remember that it's going to be your clothes of your gnome and the cutout pieces on the hat. There's that. I'm going to flip it over, and then I'm going to start from the bottom again. So I'm going to put his shoes on. These little boxes really do go together very quick. They are kind of a fun and unique way to give a gift. You could also decorate them up and put them on your tiered trays. I think that would be really cute too. Okay, beard, again, we're going to match the little corner of the beard in between the shoes. Next up is the hat. Make sure that you can't see the beard poking through. Okay, just like that. And then the nose. Oops, put that on straight. Okay, for the lucky shoe horse, we're just going to take this yellow piece, and it has the circles cut out, and I'm going to glue it to the green piece behind it. If you saw the St. Patrick's Day pop-up stand cards that I did, one of them did have a horseshoe, and I cut that out of gold cardstock, gold foil cardstock, and it was really cute, and I think that that would be cute on this as well. Okay, and then while we're here, let's go ahead and put the glue, the middle part to our pinwheel flower. Okay, Now we can decide where he's going to hold this, if he's going to have it up. I'll bring this up so he can have it up over his nose or down on his feet. I'm just going to kind of put it right in the middle between the feet and the nose. And if you wanted to add this with some pop dots, of course you could. Now we've got his little hands. And then we can add his flower to the top of his hat. And there is our cute little gnome box. Flip it over. Lucky and I gnome it. These are such fun cards. Oh, I got his hand not in the right spot. I'm going to have to fix that before I do pictures. There are our 3 little pyramid gnome treat boxes. I hope you have enjoyed this video, that you'll give these a try and share them with someone special. Please hit subscribe down below so that you don't miss any of my videos. Give me a thumbs up and have a great day.